Have you ever felt a deep, unexplainable urge to look within yourself, to discover the truths buried in your subconscious mind? If so, you might be experiencing the awakening of your inner archetype. Carl Jung, one of the most influential thinkers in psychology, believed that archetypes are universal symbols and patterns embedded within our collective unconscious. These archetypes shape our personalities, influence our choices, and guide us on our life journey. They are the timeless energies that define the essence of who we are. When you start awakening your inner archetype, you may feel a profound transformation taking place within you. It's as if a dormant power begins to stir, pushing you to question old beliefs, break free from limiting patterns, and pursue a deeper understanding of yourself. This process can be both exciting and daunting, but it ultimately leads to self-discovery and personal growth. In this motivational journey, we will explore the 5 undeniable signs that indicate your inner archetype is awakening. As you recognize these signs, you will feel empowered to embrace the change, deepen your self-awareness, and unlock the potential that has been lying dormant within you. Let's dive into the first sign of awakening your inner archetype and begin this transformative journey together. One of the most profound signs that your inner archetype is awakening is the intense desire to look inward and seek the truth about who you are. You may find yourself drawn to self-help books, meditation practices, or deep conversations that challenge your perception of reality. This craving for self-discovery isn't just a fleeting curiosity. It feels as though something within you is pushing for answers, urging you to explore the depths of your soul. You start to question your beliefs, your motivations, and the patterns that have shaped your life. You begin to see the world not just as it appears, but as a reflection of your inner state. Carl Jung believed that this desire for inner reflection is driven by the unconscious mind, attempting to communicate with the conscious self. It's a powerful step toward individuation, becoming the person you were truly meant to be. During this phase, you may also experience a sense of discomfort as your inner world collides with external expectations. Friends and family might not fully understand your quest for deeper meaning, but that's okay. This journey is yours, and it is leading you to a more aligned and purposeful life. To support this introspective process, consider journaling your thoughts, practicing mindfulness, or engaging in therapies that promote self-awareness. Reflecting on your dreams can also reveal valuable insights into your archetypal nature. Jung saw dreams as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious, offering clues to the archetypal forces at play. Embrace this inward journey, even when it feels challenging. Each step you take brings you closer to your true self, unveiling the archetype that shapes your essence. Allow your introspection to guide you, revealing the wisdom that has always been within you. Another significant sign that your inner archetype is awakening is the development of heightened intuition. You may notice that your gut feelings become stronger and more accurate. It's as if your inner voice has gained clarity, guiding you toward decisions that feel genuinely aligned with your true self. Carl Jung believed that intuition is not just a random feeling, but a manifestation of the unconscious mind, communicating through symbols, instincts, and archetypal energies. When your inner archetype awakens, your subconscious begins to work in harmony with your conscious mind, allowing intuitive insights to surface more effortlessly. This heightened intuition often manifests in various aspects of life. You might suddenly feel drawn to certain people, places, or opportunities without knowing why. Later, you may realize that these intuitive nudges led you to situations that significantly shaped your growth. Whether it's choosing a new career path, forming a meaningful connection, or avoiding a potential mistake, your intuition becomes a reliable guide. However, this awakening can also be confusing. You might struggle to differentiate between genuine intuition and fear-driven thoughts. A practical way to navigate this is to practice mindfulness and observe your inner responses. True intuition feels calm and rooted, while fear often carries anxiety and tension. One remarkable aspect of this sign is the ability to perceive synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that feel too aligned to be random. Jung considered synchronicities as expressions of the collective unconscious, revealing deeper truths through symbolic events. For example, you might repeatedly encounter a particular symbol or phrase that resonates with your current life situation. These experiences are not mere coincidences. They are signals from your awakened inner archetype. It's essential to nurture this intuitive awareness. Engage in practices that enhance your connection to your inner self, such as meditation, creative expression, or spending time in nature. Journaling your thoughts and intuitive insights can also help you distinguish between fleeting thoughts and deeper intuitive guidance. Trusting your intuition might feel risky at first, especially if it contradicts logical reasoning. Yet as you continue to follow your inner guidance, you will notice positive changes in your life. You will start making choices that feel aligned with your purpose, and your path will seem more fluid and harmonious. Remember, awakening your inner archetype is not just about discovering new aspects of yourself. It's also about trusting the wisdom that has always been there. When you honor your intuition, you open the door to deeper self-understanding and personal fulfillment. Let your intuitive voice guide you, and watch as your life begins to unfold with more purpose and authenticity. One of the most transformative signs of awakening your inner archetype is the shift towards an expanded perspective. You begin to see the world not just through your personal lens, but as part of a vast, interconnected web of experiences and meanings. This change in perception can feel both enlightening and overwhelming, as it challenges your previous beliefs and perceptions. Carl Jung often spoke of the process of individuation, the journey of integrating different aspects of the self into a more cohesive and complete identity. As your inner archetype awakens, you start to break free from rigid thinking patterns that once defined your identity. Instead, you become more open to new ideas, perspectives, and ways of being. During this phase, it's common to experience a sense of cognitive dissonance as old beliefs clash with new realizations. You may feel like you're questioning everything: your values, your relationships, your purpose. While this can be unsettling, it's actually a crucial part of growth. Your mind is shedding outdated narratives to make space for a more holistic understanding of yourself and the world around you. This broadened outlook often leads to increased empathy and compassion. You start to understand that others, too, are shaped by their own inner archetypes and personal journeys. This realization fosters a deeper sense of connection and reduces judgment, allowing you to embrace diversity in thoughts and experiences. An expanded perspective also means seeing beyond surface-level challenges. Instead of perceiving difficulties as mere obstacles, you recognize them as opportunities for growth and transformation. You learn to approach problems with a curious mind, asking not just how to overcome them, but what they are teaching you about your own path. Another characteristic of this stage is the craving for knowledge and wisdom from diverse sources. You might find yourself exploring different philosophical, spiritual, or psychological concepts that previously seemed irrelevant or confusing. You become a seeker of truth, drawn to ideas that resonate with your evolving sense of self. To nurture this expanded perspective, practice openness and curiosity. Challenge your assumptions and question why you hold on to certain beliefs. Engage in conversations that push your comfort zone and expose yourself to viewpoints that differ from your own. This practice not only deepens your self-awareness, but also cultivates intellectual humility. Moreover, this new way of seeing the world can significantly impact your relationships. As you grow more accepting and understanding, you may attract people who share your quest for authenticity and personal growth. Conversely, some relationships may fade as you outgrow the dynamics that no longer align with your awakened self. The beauty of this transformation lies in the freedom it brings. No longer confined to a narrow identity, you are open to exploring the vast possibilities of who you can become. This sense of liberation allows you to shape your path more consciously and purposefully. Embrace the journey of broadening your perspective. It's not about abandoning your core self, but evolving into a more complete and integrated version of who you truly are. As you continue awakening your inner archetype, let this expanded outlook guide you toward a richer, more meaningful life. Another undeniable sign that your inner archetype is awakening is the profound emotional connection you start to experience with yourself, with others, and with the world around you. This is not just about heightened sensitivity, but rather a deeper, more authentic way of feeling and relating. Carl Jung believed that our emotions are gateways to the unconscious mind. As your archetype awakens, these emotions become more vivid and harder to ignore. You might notice that simple experiences, like listening to music or observing nature, evoke a powerful emotional response. You may feel more compassionate towards others and more attuned to their emotions. This newfound emotional depth is an essential part of self-discovery and personal growth. This phase can feel like an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes you may feel overwhelmed by intense feelings that seem to arise out of nowhere. It's common to question why you suddenly feel so deeply, but this is actually a positive sign. Your inner archetype is pushing you to acknowledge suppressed emotions and to understand them without judgment. One of the most transformative aspects of this emotional connection is the ability to empathize with others on a deeper level. You become more perceptive to the feelings of those around you, picking up on subtle cues and nonverbal signals. This enhanced empathy can lead to more meaningful and authentic relationships as you become more present and supportive in your interactions. However, heightened emotional awareness can also make you vulnerable. You might find it challenging to balance your own feelings with the emotions of others. In some cases, you may even feel emotionally drained, especially if you are naturally empathetic. To maintain balance, it's crucial to practice self-care and set boundaries that protect your emotional well-being. Another notable shift is the willingness to confront past wounds. You may begin revisiting old memories, reflecting on past hurts, and seeking closure. Jung emphasized the importance of integrating the shadow self, acknowledging the parts of us that we usually suppress or deny. Awakening your inner archetype often means embracing these shadows with compassion, rather than pushing them away. Journaling can be a powerful tool during this stage, helping you to process complex emotions and identify recurring patterns. Consider writing about your feelings without censoring yourself. Allow your thoughts to flow freely, as this can reveal insights that your conscious mind might overlook. Additionally, practices like meditation or creative expression can help channel your emotional energy into something constructive and healing. It's also essential to surround yourself with people who understand and support your journey. Share your experiences with those who encourage self-awareness and personal growth. Sometimes just having someone to listen without judgment can make the process less daunting. This phase of emotional connection is not just about experiencing emotions more intensely. It's about understanding their purpose and learning from them. Your feelings are guiding you toward a more genuine version of yourself, helping you align your actions with your true desires and values. In the end, this emotional awakening enriches your life by fostering deeper connections, both internally and externally. It allows you to live with more honesty and integrity as you learn to honor your feelings instead of suppressing them. Trust the process, even when it feels intense, and remember that your inner archetype is guiding you toward healing and wholeness. The final and perhaps most liberating sign of awakening your inner archetype is the undeniable urge to embrace your authentic path. After experiencing deep introspection, heightened intuition, an expanded perspective, and profound emotional connections, you begin to feel a powerful pull towards living in alignment with your true self. Carl Jung believed that the journey of individuation, the process of becoming who you truly are, culminates in the acceptance of your unique path. You start to shed the masks you once wore to fit in, rejecting societal expectations that no longer serve you. This transformation is not just an intellectual realization, it is an embodiment of your inner truth. At this stage, you may feel a strong desire to pursue passions that reflect your soul's calling. Whether it's a career change, a creative project, or a shift in lifestyle, you are drawn toward endeavors that resonate with your deeper purpose. You may no longer feel satisfied with living on autopilot or adhering to routines that contradict your evolving identity. This newfound authenticity can be both exhilarating and daunting. As you step into your true path, you may encounter resistance from yourself, your environment, or even from those who knew the old version of you. People might question your choices, and doubts might creep in. However, the difference now is that your sense of purpose outweighs the fear of judgment. One of the most significant shifts during this phase is the ability to take responsibility for your life. Instead of blaming circumstances or other people, you acknowledge that you have the power to shape your destiny. This sense of ownership allows you to make conscious choices that reflect your values and aspirations. Another profound change is the emergence of self-compassion. As you walk your authentic path, you start forgiving yourself for past mistakes and accepting your imperfections as part of your growth journey. Jung taught that true self-realization involves integrating all aspects of the self, including the shadow. By embracing your flaws, you allow yourself to move forward without carrying the burden of guilt or shame. You may also find yourself naturally distancing from relationships or environments that stifle your growth. While this can feel painful, it's essential to understand that not everyone will accompany you on your path of awakening. As you become more authentic, you attract like-minded individuals who support your journey and appreciate your true self. One of the most empowering aspects of this sign is the ability to trust the process. You develop a sense of inner peace, knowing that even the challenges are guiding you toward greater understanding and fulfillment. Life no longer feels like a series of random events. Instead, you perceive a deeper pattern, a narrative that reflects your journey of self-discovery. To sustain this authenticity, practice self-reflection regularly. Stay mindful of your motivations and make choices that align with your core values. Seek communities that encourage genuine expression and personal growth. Remember, walking your path doesn't mean isolating yourself, but rather connecting with those who resonate with your truth. Living authentically is not a final destination, but an ongoing commitment to honoring your inner voice. It means having the courage to live according to your principles, even when faced with challenges or opposition. Embracing your path is a continuous dance between self-discovery and self-acceptance, guided by the wisdom of your awakened archetype. Ultimately, this stage of awakening is about reclaiming your power and living in harmony with your inner truth. It's a liberation from the confines of societal conditioning and a celebration of your unique essence. As you walk this path, know that you are not alone. Many who have awakened before you understand the challenges and triumphs of living authentically. Celebrate this newfound freedom and let your journey inspire others to seek their own truth. Your path is uniquely yours, shaped by the archetype within you. Embrace it fully, and you will find a life of purpose, joy, and deep inner fulfillment.